Batra Perek Gimel Mishnah 8 and final Mishnah in the first chapter. Masechet Baba Batra. We're talking about using public thoroughfare for your own personal use. Says the Mishnah, Eino sin chalal tachat reshut harabim. You can't open up a space. You can't dig up a space under the reshut harabim. Borot sichin ume'arod. A bor is a pit. A siach is like a trough or a narrow trench. Ume'arod or a cave. You say to yourself, listen, I want to dig under my house. I'm going to dig a tunnel and go all the way under. I want to make a little private subway from myself down to shul. Am I allowed to do that or not? So it's an interesting question. Nowadays, how far down do you want to go or whatever? But back then, you would say you would dig it and then you would cover it over. Rabbi Eliezer, so the Chachamim said, the Tanakama says, no. Afilu kabil alekol hazeka de'ati machmata. Even if you say, I'll cover any damage that comes up. Why? She'en b'nei adam rotzin ladun alisek mamona, because people don't want to have to worry about having their, donkey fall into this pit and then have to go be recompensed and paid back. They don't want to deal with it. Rabbi Eliezer matir kedeshte agala malechet utuna avanim. Rabbi Eliezer says he permits it in the condition that, you put a cover on upon which a wagon full of stones can pass over. Okay, meaning so therefore we're not, if you cover it properly, I guess I don't know how big is the wagon, what's pulling the wagon, not really clear, but whatever. He says if you have a sufficient covering on it, then you can do whatever you want. Who cares if you're digging under? Chachamim, why do the Chachamim argue? The Bartenura says, because they're afraid, Shema leyamim yikalkel kisui, because covers get ruined. Okay, because otherwise it could cause problems. We don't pass them like Rabbi Eliezer. And motzin zizin ugizuz teraot l'reshut harabim. You're not allowed to, zizin ugizuz teraot are protrusions from your wall into the public thoroughfare. So a ziz is rihitim ktanim. Small rahit really means furniture, but means here, let's look at the jastro. An attachment, a projection from the door frame as a shed over an entrance. Okay? It's a protrusion from your building into the public thoroughfare. You're not allowed to do that. A gazuz Torah, let me just look it up. Okay? Or binyanim. B is a beam. Gazuz Torah karog gedolim. Beams that protrude into the Reshut Rabim. Ela im ratzah kones latoch shalo umotzi. But rather, I can build back an easement back and have those protrusions go out on my property. Why do I need permission to do that? Because ultimately people are going to take over, the public thoroughfare takes over and they'll say, oh, you did it on public property. No, it's your private property and they have to accept that. If you bought a chatzer, if you bought a courtyard, and in the courtyard, that courtyard had already had these protrusions into the public thoroughfare, that's the chazaka that we can assume that since that was the way it was done all the time, that's the chazaka, okay? And we can assume that the person who built it legally, and now it's accepted in the community. We'll stop here, dedicate our learning to memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.